Oh, do go on, please.
All right, here we go. We're gonna do the Hive. Isn't this exciting? So,
we have long lain dormant, and the time to awaken has come. After our long sleep, we are filled with great hunger. Soon now we shall feed.
all right. Some crunchy audio, a butthole thing, and I don't like these dungeons. They're really annoying and they're not fun. But I don't mind the crypt as much. So I hope you got some good eyesight, because this is absolutely straining my eyes every time I play it. I absolutely hate the Hive. It's annoying in every difficulty. It's annoying for every character. It's just not fun. The enemies I don't really like. That's about the only complaint I've got, really. But the reward for the expansion is actually really good. I don't mind the music that much for both areas. So, this is... I mean, I'm not really a huge concerner of like, oh, it's not in lore. But this is absolutely not lore. This is just made up from Sierra. Because if you didn't know, Sierra was actually the distributors for Blizzard before they became big. I think that the monster design here doesn't look like Blizzard monsters. They look kind of like generic monsters you'd find in any other thing. And I think that's kind of a problem. They're not terrible, but they don't really fit. They use a lot of stock sound effects. It just feels kind of cheesy. But I think most people are playing this for the added extra challenge that it presents. Like, look at this thing. It doesn't look like anything that belongs in the environment. Like, what are these things? Oh, they're hellbores. And they use stock sound effects. You know, it's not bad. I'm not going to complain. You got a Dex Elixir, though. So, why am I doing it, though? Well, the actual reward for this whole thing, and yep, I heard some jewelry drop. There we go. The whole reward for this is actually really good. So, no matter what you do, no matter what difficulty, the rewards are always the same. For completing the Hive, you'll actually unlock an amulet called... I want to say it's Amulet of Avarice? I can't remember. It's guaranteed every time you finish this expansion. Well, this module, I should say. And once you finish that, what it does is it takes 5,000 gold coins and then doubles their capacity into 10,000 gold coins. Now you're probably like, oh, well, that's not a big deal. That doesn't mean anything, Seth, you fucking crazy person. Actually, it's a pretty big deal, because... remember, this expansion was what added the concept of further difficulty in Diablo as a series. See, I don't think they have good hit frames. They look really bad. Like, they just... let's just watch. They just don't have satisfying hit frames, and it doesn't look good. They don't have, like, gore and shit coming off of them when they get hit. You know, it's not like in the vanilla... These areas were not made by Blizzard. Not that it really matters, but... you can just kind of tell they're not really as stylized, I guess. They're not bad. They're not bad models. That's my point. This is not bad. It just doesn't fit Diablo. Now, granted, at this point in time, this series was not a thing. This was an expansion by a third-party company that said, hey, dude, we'll do some shit for you if you want. And they were like, yeah, sure, man. And that's why you get an extra character class, but... the rewards are actually really fucking good, okay? So when you make a new character, or sorry, if let's say, well, I will do it, but when we finish this dungeon layout, like we kill Diablo and everything, the game is over. And if we want to go into Nightmare, which we will, we have a problem. What about all the gold I keep? Can I carry that all in my inventory when I switch it over? Because you don't have a stash in this game. You've got to actually make sure you, you know, you're doing things correctly. So it saves you a lot of moving if you're going to a new difficulty. Because once you load a new map in, like if I go from Nightmare to Normal, or Normal to Nightmare, whatever, all the shit on the ground, it's gone. So we have to make damn sure we have all the stuff we need before we set up another difficulty. I am personally in favor of this. I think it's the closest thing they could have had to making a system that stores items. And here's the thing, if you unequip the amulet, the piles still stay at 10,000 as long as you have the amulet on. But if you drop it without the amulet on, they'll still be 10,000. You know what I mean? Like if you take it off, they'll still be 10,000. When you pick them up, they'll be split into two 5k stacks. It doesn't sound that useful at first, but it absolutely is. In my experience, if you guys couldn't tell, you get a lot of gold by the end of the game. Zesty, can I help you? Do you need to be up here? This is a really bad spot for you to sit in, but okay then. So there's, I think, 3 layers? There's either 3 or 4 to this. It looks kind of cool, but it's really hard to parse visually. Okay, you don't need to be up here. Thank you. Okay, anyways. Holy fuck, those things are dealing a lot of damage. So, the difficulty is scaled somewhere around... I'd probably have to say you should probably do this around after you finish Catacombs, personally. I don't think it's a very difficult area. I'll take that elixir right now. Oh, look at that Scroll of Apocalypse. That's cool. That's what we actually want by the end of all this. And we'll take a sharpness. Fuck it. This thing is becoming, like, the only thing that I've got that's good, and I'm tempted to swap it out. And I know that's heresy, but I want to get rid of it eventually. I mean, I would love to get a really strong bow with, like, resist all and, like, dream bow, fire arrows, and resist all. I don't know if those two things are mutually exclusive, but if they can roll, that's what I really want. But you should really do Hive probably around the time you're doing late Catacombs or early Mines, I think. And you want to do Crypt either before or after you kill Diablo. So, Crypt is no fucking joke. This place is a cakewalk, but once we get to Crypt, it's absolutely over. No joke, the enemies in there are super bullshit and really hard to deal with on later difficulties. So, do I recommend doing it? It depends. Do you want to play the game again on a different character? Or sorry, not character, but different difficulty? If so, yes. I would recommend it. If you don't, well, no. If you just want to play through the game, I recommend not even bothering with the expansion. But because the rewards are so good, I recommend doing it. What's the reward of doing the Crypt? Book of Apocalypse. Now you're probably like, oh wow, that sounds really cool, Seth. That sounds super duper. It is, because you only, a lot like the Hydra spell, I know it's called Guardian, but I'm going to call it Hydra anyways. So, a lot like that spell, you only get that one time per difficulty, and if you want to really get maximum usage out of it, you're going to want to do it each time you play the game. So, I think by the end you'll have like level 3 Apocalypse if you're going through on Hell. God knows why you'd want to do it again, but you can. And if you're playing as a sorcerer, it's absolutely a mandatory thing in my opinion. I don't know about the other classes like Druid, sorry, Monk, and the other ones. I'm not really sure. You see, I'm gonna get it, even though we only have, 77. Oh, these things suck ass. They actually... This is an introduction of a concept that you know about in Diablo 2 with the, See, look, I just don't think they have satisfying hit frames. Like, they should be like, when they get hit. It would be fucking cool, but like it just doesn't feel satisfying like when you hit enemies in here. I'm not trying to be bitchy, it's just true. I'd probably feel the same way if I played this back in the day. I don't think it's bad, it's worth playing through, just for the experience of it, I guess. Literally and metaphorically, but, well, and the gold, I need that too. It's more loot, basically, that I pretty much need. So, oh boy. They deal a lot of damage, but they health... All these things do have resistances, just like every other monster does. I'm not really familiar with which ones are which, because, if I'm honest, I don't really like this expansion part very much. I enjoy the next part, I just don't like this one. It's just visually very ugly and... I don't know. I have my qualms with it. I think it's pretty obvious. It just doesn't feel like Diablo, you know what I mean? I'm not saying that Diablo can't evolve. I mean, it obviously has over the years. Like, am I gonna say that something like the
Now where would I put
Thorn
this?
Beasts in Diablo 2 don't belong because they're not demons? No. But to me, Diablo is about killing demons and fucking blood and guts and fucking cool shit like that. This is just bugs. This feels weird. Like, I don't know. I didn't really like that they resorted to giant spiders in Diablo 3, and that's kind of my stance. I like the idea that all the enemies are from hell itself, or they're corrupted variations of things that already exist. I don't know, that's just my opinion. But this was an experiment, you can't complain. You know, it is what it is. We gotta kill the Hork boss, I think is what it's called on level 4. It might be 4 levels, I can't honestly remember. But I don't know. I just think that this is kind of an embarrassing expansion because it doesn't feel like you need to do this.
Not enough mana.
But the actual rewards are so good. Okay, so I've explained it before. Book of Apocalypse, what's it do? It's the only way in the entire game that you'll be able to actually cast Apocalypse. I think you need 117 magic to cast it. I don't think I'm ever going to use it on this character because we already have a physical damage with the bow, so it's fine. But I can't stress it enough. If you're playing as a sorcerer, fucking get it. Because if you want to do the other difficulties, that was what they had in mind. So it's not just like, oh, it's probably a lot of damage. It is. It takes up a ton of mana when you use it. But it's totally worth it. It absolutely fucks things up. It's like I said, it's what Diablo uses. It's basically a hit scan explosion that doesn't deal magic damage. It uses a physical damage as its basis. So basically it's unavoidable damage, and it's a shitload, and it's an AoE, and it's free. So you're really going to complain about it? I wouldn't. You can't cheese it, and I think that's what makes it balanced. You can use it like quite a few times. I'd say like 6 or 7 times in a row with a really good sorcerer. But, you know, this is the thing. If you suck down all your mana really quickly, you still have a mana shield on, and as soon as you run out of mana, your health is vulnerable, so it's a very good risk-reward thing in my opinion. It's fine. I think it's a balanced, okay spell. I know some people can probably be like, oh, it's really cheesy, but if you've been playing this long, you've been following along at home, you'll know this is D1. Fucking, you want every advantage you can get. So, I wouldn't complain about it. But the amulet for gold, totally worth
Land
it.
shall be defiled, and our brood shall overrun the fields that men call home. Our tendrils shall envelop this world, and we will feast on the flesh of its denizens. Man shall become our chattel and sustenance.
Big words. I read the thesaurus too. Oh, fuck. I don't remember all the variations, but you can get quite a few variations of enemies in these floors. I think the most you can get on a floor is like 4. It's fucking nuts. I'm so tempted just to go down, but this isn't the point. We need items, and we still need gold. Because I kind of want to buy some more elixirs. I don't know what the max magic for rogue is I haven't looked up anything. I don't really need to. It sounds kind of cocky, I'm sure, but does it really shock anybody that when I say I know a lot about this game, I don't need to look at the exact numbers to know what I'm doing? But would I say the amulet's recommended? Yes, absolutely. Get the amulet. So why is the amulet also important? Because the amulet gives you more room you can put things on the ground with. And in case you couldn't tell, I haven't mentioned it yet, but we're actually probably really fucking close to getting the limit on ground items outside. If that ever happens, just use another dungeon, like lair or something. That way you can always have a safe spot to stash things. Why in God's name you'd need that many items specifically on the ground that aren't potions? I don't know. But if you need to, that's a good solution. So I don't know all the resistances off the top of my head, so I'm hoping I don't run into something bad. I think nothing in here specifically is really problematic, but once we get down to the next area, it's bad. You have just a shitload of enemies in the next area that are... Some of them are resistant to 2 types of magic, and then like... Oh, it's just a fucking nightmare. I'd say it's harder than the hell portions, honestly, but the geography is a hell of a lot more forgiving. The geography for the next area is a lot like the cathedral. So I think it's actually really good dungeoneering, but the enemies are really fucking awful. There's like a caster in there that's just nasty. It's obvious. Oh my god, it's like one of the worst things ever. But that area also has a unique thing. And so you know how when I'm playing Diablo 2, I'm always like, if this was for realsies Diablo 2, I would have another character do this. That concept was used back in this game, and I'll show you what I'm talking about when we get to it. So, but yeah, this is something I think a lot of, like, D fans would take for credit, is the fact that, like, nobody really knew what to do with the franchise because it was so new. So you could just be like, yeah, sure, I guess bugs. Yeah. I mean, there are bugs in Diablo 2. I'm not stupid. I'm looking at you, Maggot Lair. We all know it. Because, you know, anybody who says they like Maggot Lair is a fat idiot. So, duh, right? And that's also what makes Maggot Lair very unfun. It doesn't feel like anything. I'm never a fan of the bug levels in games, personally. This actually gives me the vibe of, oh, what the hell? Why don't I just do this? Thanks, real helpful. I can't see that either. Oh god, it's stuck in the geometry. This is why I don't like this expansion. I don't know what those... Oh shit, there's the boss. Okay, so that fucking thing, that's the first of the 2 bosses. It's the Hork Demon. He horks, and he drops the amulet. So, what we actually need to do is now we need to find the map. I think that's on the next dungeon layer. The Hork Demon was spawning in these things. The Hork guys... You know, it doesn't really matter. It's not really that important. Nakruel is the boss of this area. Like, the whole expansion. He was supposed to be, like, one of Diablo's top generals or some shit, and they, like, locked him up in the prison. It's not canon. But I don't think canon really matters after Diablo 3, personally. It's true, it really doesn't. In this game, like I said, though, it was very like, fuck it, we'll throw everything at the wall. Oh, boy. This is just good, because I'm almost done with the Hive. I really don't like it. If you couldn't tell, like, see, they have pentagrams underneath them, so you know they're evil. But they just don't feel like Diablo enemies. They feel like rejected enemies from another game that, I don't know. They just don't fit right with me. Anything else over here? No. I don't know. I can't say I could do better. We all know what I'd do. It would just be giant titty monsters that moan when they die. Oh wait, that's already in the game. It would just be that, and except they don't actually get hurt. Because I'm basically remaking H-Doom, right? So... Let's just pretend I didn't say that, right? Now, what's the hardest character to go through this in? Absolutely the fucking Sorcerer, without a doubt, in my opinion. Sorcerer is always the hardest because you have to learn which enemy specifically has what resistance. And my god, I don't even know what the resistances are here. I can't even deduce it from a lot of the way they look. Like, I guess those, like, shooty dudes are probably, like, immune to magic. Oh, they're immune to fire. Okay, well, I could probably deduce that, but the other ones, I'd say probably magic, right? Porker, I don't know, fire? This thing, lightning? Sure, I guess. It's called Venom Tail. I don't know, probably if it was Diablo 2, it'd be immune to venom. Sorry, immune to poison. Actually, poison is venom injected into the... Actually, it's the other way around. Venom is actually injected into the body. I can't even make fun of people that do that, because I do that too with spiders. When people go, oh, is it poisonous? Yeah, there's such a thing as a poisonous spider. They're actually venomous. I'm that guy, so I should just shut the fuck up, right? Let's go back to town, drop this crap off. So I'm not even looking at the items, because I don't care that much. But they could be really good, they could be really bad, I don't know. What we're looking for... Oh, I should put these in a better spot so I can actually see them later. Because I can barely see that as it is. There we go, because if I don't do this now, I'm going to lose track of them. I forgot to mention, amulets and, like, rings all have the same graphic in this game. They're not like D2. But, you know, I don't think I actually know what they look like in Diablo 2. Oh, no, they look like the little orange pentagram amulet. Never mind. So this is the final layer of this area, which is relieving. I mean, there's one thing it does different. There's pods instead of barrels. I guess that's something, right? I guess. Now, down here we have to find the piece of paper that will allow us to go in. Because I don't think you can go in there without having the piece of paper in your inventory first. It's not a very complicated quest. So, like, let's look at these enemies when they show up. I already saw one of them. Well, fine. Now nothing wants to spawn. That's just great. Where are you at, bucko? I can't stress it enough. There's no impact when I hit these. Oh, look, they're spiders. Like, they're walking man spiders. Okay. They're walking on two legs. They look goofy. Oh, God. Yeah, these things suck. I think this is the most dangerous enemy in the entire thing. They're basically like succubi, except way weaker, but equally as annoying. Yeah, those things right there. I couldn't even tell you what that would be weak to. What would that be weak to? I don't know, something. Probably fire. When in doubt, it's probably weak to fire in this game. The most common resistance is... probably lightning, if I had to guess. Maybe magic. I don't know. Fire doesn't have a whole lot of hard cap. But then again, that's why there's... If you haven't noticed by now, there's usually two variations of enemies. One with one elemental and another with a different one. It's to make it so you can't just rely on one elemental type if it rolls over and over. Because that would be kind of cheesy, don't you think? I mean, as much as people bitch about immunities in the Diablo series, it's because... if you could just steamroll the game, like, look what I'm doing right now. I'm not really, I mean, I'm taking damage by dumb shit, but that's not really hard. I'm just going, okay, here you go, alright, blammo. Like, granted, I'm not using fire on them, so it's fine. But, like, they just don't pose any threat, and I just walk up to them and I deal damage. It would get really boring really quick. So, having immunities actually makes the game more fun. That's kind of one of the reasons I don't like Diablo 3, is because immunities aren't really there, it's just resistance. And I guess you could say, oh, well, it's better, and I agree, but you never feel like there's shit in Diablo 3 that makes you just go, oh, fuck, like when it happens. It's just, in my opinion, the most annoying enemies were probably Waller demons, and... I don't know, like the giant mallet angels and shit. Those things sucked. That would absolutely fuck me up in rifts every time I got one. I would just scream. I'd be like, oh, fucking great. Or you'd get, like the explodey enemies, like the dogs or whatever. I might be thinking of something totally different. Don't listen to me. But my point is, there was never anything in D3 where you were like, this is bullshit. You walk into, you know, throne room in Diablo 2, and you just go, oh Jesus, don't let there be burning souls and Stygian dolls, right? You don't want that. Do you? If you do, there's something wrong with you. That's what I mean, though. That's why... In this game, I know exactly what's annoying. It's going to be, like, the final areas of the game. But, like, there's also parts of it where I'm like, yeah, these are fine. This whole dungeon, I'm like, there are so many different variations of the same-looking enemy that I just don't know what to deal with. Like, oh, it's a spider, cool. I shoot at it, it dies. Like, they don't feel intimidating to me. But that also could be because I'm not, like, freaked out by bugs and spiders and shit. I'm sure if you were, like, uncomfortable by bugs and things, it might be a bit different. Oh yeah, splint mail in this game looks like samurai armor. It's not incorrect, it's just weird. You wouldn't really see that in modern Diablo, honestly. I kind of like that about this. There is two-handed swords are usually labeled as a katana as well. We haven't seen very many, but there are. It's just weird. It's kind of why I like Diablo 1. It's so... Oh, there it is. Book of Mana Shield. Don't mind if I do. Thanks, Mom. And that's why you do the expansion if you want to make a character long. Because guess what? Look at that. Oh, yeah. No problem. I mean, it's just more defense. You're not gonna whine about more defense, are you? Okay, you might, but that's because you're fucking weird. And I don't like that. That's strange. But this is a huge plus. I'm actually very happy with that. They're like 32 grand, those books, so it's not a bad idea. Now, I don't know if it's true, but G-Star said that if you do 2 levels of it, it breaks the coding and it makes the mana shield not work properly. I'm not gonna risk it. If G-Star said it, it's probably true. I might be wrong and he might be wrong, but who are you gonna say is wrong? Sweary Australia man or Sweary Oregonian man? You can't argue with either of us. We're both right. There's no way to Holy shit! Excuse me? What was that? How did I die? What killed me? I don't really count that as getting killed because I don't actually know what the fuck happened. I'm like actually shook a little bit. Like, I'm not mad that I got killed. I'm confused because that wasn't something I could predict. I just turned a corner and dropped dead. The hell was that? Let's try that again. That doesn't count. I don't know how to feel about that, and I don't think that counts as a real death, because I just turned a corner and dropped dead. Was it here? Where was it?
Come closer, morsel. I smell your terror, and I hunger.
Okay. I don't know what killed me. Like, how did I die?
Uh-huh.
But what killed me? I'm fine now, obviously. I didn't die, but like, what the fuck killed me? That doesn't count, okay? I don't care if it's like, oh, you fucking died, your hardcore status is gone. I don't know what happened. I seriously just turned the corner and just dropped dead. I panicked and died. I don't even think I had gotten hit by anything to cause that. Seriously, what was over here that did it? There's not even enough enemies. I think the game just fucked up and killed me. Nothing can deal that much damage to me. You might be like, Seth, it's fine. Shit happens. And I'm like, no. I don't know what killed me, but that's why I don't play hardcore characters, because what the fuck was that? Seriously. Like, it just... Okay, you just drop dead. Okay then, Chief. Alrighty then. When I rewatch that, I'm gonna freak the fuck out and go, yeah, nothing happened. I didn't fuck up. Nothing, no mistake was made. That's what's really bizarre. I don't know how that thing could even kill me. It's not even scaled to have the same damage. Oh, whatever. Fuck it. It's so stupid. I don't even care. It's not like that counts. Okay, that does not count as getting killed. That was just fucking weird. I don't know how to feel about that. If you're like, it's fine. I hope you're like that, because I don't understand what happened. Oh yeah, put me here. So we had to take the scroll. This is also another thing I kind of like about how quests were structured in later Diablo games too. So if we go like this over to the big booby statue, we drop it, we can go down to the crypt. Seriously, what the fuck was that? I'm angry because it doesn't make any sense. I can't get over that. You can be like, Seth, it's fine.
Hello, my
no one's
friend.
mad but you.
Stay a while and listen.
Yeah, I know. 19 to strength, that's terrible. Shock damage, hello. 3 to 6, chance to hit 51. Lightning arrows 1 to 6, so basically 12. But the 24, man. It's 24. Look. I mean, what am I talking about? Yeah. It's whatever, dude.
I have no room.
Okay. Damage is 1 to 14. Oh my god. Is this better? Yeah. We have a high enough dex, it doesn't matter. Okay. Well, that was weird.
Oh, what can I do for you?
I haven't even looked at the other items. I probably should do that. Resist magic 37. Mana. I want it more. It's more important. 50 HP! Hot damn. And I can wear this! Yes! Oh, I can wear this without that on. Fuck yeah. 50 HP. Flat out. 50 HP and plus 5 ats. This is fucking great.
What can I do for you?
The other shit goes in the trash. Okay. That's awesome. Those are such good hauls. Okay, what else did we get? Oh, that was fucking worth it.
I have no room.
I think. No, god damn it. I'm getting lazy, can you tell? It's the end of the game and the end of my weekend, so... yeah. That dagger can stay over there. I don't really want to hear about it. That's fucking crazy, dude. Look at that. We fucking spiked our shit.
Hello, my friend.
Yes.
Stay a while and listen.
What else did I get? 41 mana? That's probably not worth it just for the straight up mana. 13 to mage. Oh, that's an amulet. There we go. I kind of want this more. Because to be real, +5 ain't doing a whole lot. Like, it's not affecting us that much. We get 1 more AC, barely enough to hit more, and like 1 point of max damage. I'm gonna go with magic on this one. Hot damn! Those are some really good ones. What is with all this gear having magic on it? This is cool. Not really useful, but cool nonetheless.
Whoa, what can I do for you?
No, I want to keep that. I'll use it on the bow to save repair costs, because it's probably very expensive. Yeah. That bow's probably going to be like 12 grand to repair. I'm not exaggerating. And there's one more bow, it looks like.
Now where would I put this?
We're going to play that game, are we? Okay, we'll sell that for whatever it's worth.
Now where would I put this?
There. You happy? Infravision. Phasing.
Whoa, what can I do for you?
No, look at it.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
I don't even care what this is. Yeah, it's not good enough. It doesn't matter.
Whoa, what can I do for you?
Well, I'm gonna go to the bathroom and then we'll call it here. And then I'll pick up the next episode. We'll finish the other half of the expansion. I really gotta pee.
Smell your terror, and I hunger. Smell your terror, and I hunger. Smell your terror, and I hunger.
Excuse me? What was that?
Fuck this shit! Came in this fucking room and everything went fucking bad.